Let me ask you, have you ever seen songbirds vanish from your backyard just before a big storm hits? You might have thought it's just coincidence, but it's far from random. Songbirds possess an extraordinary ability. They can detect storms days before we ever see a cloud. How? By sensing infrasound ultra-low frequency sound waves, lower than what humans can hear, generated by massive weather systems hundreds of kilometers away. Now, you might be thinking, are birds just the animal version of a weather app? In some ways, yes. Infrasound acts like a secret radio signal, alerting them to danger long before the rain starts falling. What's even wilder is that infrasound travels through the earth and air, kind of like how you can feel bass thumping through a wall, even if you can't hear the song itself. So next time you notice the birds disappearing before a storm, remember they're tuning into frequencies we can't even imagine, turning them into natural early warning systems. Let's break down the science for a second. Infrasound refers to sound waves with frequencies below 20 Hz, basically too deep for human ears, but not for birds. Picture this. When a major storm brews, it sends out pressure waves, much like ripples from a stone tossed in a pond. These waves can travel over land and water, carrying information about the storm's intensity and direction. Now, you might be wondering, how do tiny songbirds pick up on such massive signals? It's all about specialized sensory organs. Birds have intricate structures in their ears, and even bones that respond to these subtle changes in pressure. Think of it like a built-in seismograph, except instead of recording earthquakes, it's tracking storms. By decoding these signals, birds can decide if it's time to move to safer ground, often days before we even check the weather report. Let's take a step back. Why are humans so oblivious to these cues? Our sensory world is actually pretty limited. We can't see ultraviolet light or hear infrasound. But for many animals, these invisible signals are crystal clear. Songbirds aren't the only ones with a sensory edge. Elephants communicate using infrasound over miles, while dogs catch scents we can't even dream of. Now, imagine if you had a superpower hearing aid that let you sense an approaching storm from 500 kilometers away. How would your daily life change? Often, we mistake animal behaviors for random or instinctual, but there's complex data processing happening almost like running advanced algorithms on natural hardware. So, the next time your local birds act odd, maybe they're picking up on information you simply can't access. So what do songbirds actually do with their early warning? This is where things get dramatic. Some species will fly hundreds of kilometers to escape the path of a storm, while others hunker down in dense thickets and ride it out. This behavior is called storm avoidance migration. It's like a natural evacuation order, triggered not by the sight of rain, but by deep vibrations in the earth and air. Here's a mental image for you. Entire flocks suddenly taking flight, moving in anticipation rather than reaction. It's not panic, it's calculated risk management. Now you might ask, what happens if a bird ignores the warning signs? Well, survival rates drop sharply. Hypothermia, injury, or lack of food can quickly take a toll. By tuning into infrasound, songbirds stack the odds in their favor, showing us just how powerful environmental awareness can be. Let me leave you with this. What can humans learn from the storm-sensing abilities of songbirds? For one, nature is constantly broadcasting signals, warnings, opportunities, even subtle shifts in routines. We might not have infrasound detecting ears, but we do have tools, barometers, satellite imagery, even citizen science platforms that track animal movement as an early warning system. Now, imagine a world where we combine our technology with nature's cues, using both to make smarter, safer decisions in the face of extreme weather. Think about it. The next time birds go quiet or vanish, will you pause and wonder what they're sensing? Or will you just check your phone and ignore the message from the natural world right outside your window? By paying more attention to these ancient signals, we not only protect ourselves, but also deepen our connection to the planet we call home.